So let's start right into it. My first question, Charles, is can you give us a brief overview of the current state of the fixed income market and what trends you're seeing globally?
Sure, of course. Well, things are quite turbulent at the moment. Prior to this, we had seen that spreads were so tight that investors were not getting quite compensated for their risks. Now, as a result of recent announcements, we've seen that spreads are starting to widen, especially for those corporate issuers with active debt that are heavily reliant in their supply chain on those companies that are most affected by these tariffs. So while we do believe tariff negotiations will be ongoing, there's too much uncertainty in the market at the moment to see this come down anytime soon. However, the Fed can again lower rates. The ECB can continue to lower rates as well. But overall, corporate fundamentals are strong. Many of these companies had refinanced their debt several years ago at record low rates. In the U.S. municipal market is interesting only because it's the first time that I can recall that there are some conversations about removing the U.S. tax exemption for municipal bonds, which would be quite the effect on investors. So again, it's more of an uncertain time in the market for sure, but there are good signs around in terms of strength in different areas. In the Asian market, for instance, Asian bonds are up about 8% year over year. And we're looking at generally the overall fixed income market to be about $153 trillion at the end of this year.
Wow. And you've already touched on some of the challenges in US. So my next question is US specific. Is there like more unique challenges and or also opportunities you see for financial institutions in the fixed income space in US?
Sure. So in the US, like many other regions, depending on the region, data is fairly opaque. In the US, most bonds are not traded on over-the-counter exchanges, which forces clients to rely on data suppliers to be able to get their data. While regulators may post some data, it's not really in the format that a bank can potentially digest simply and quickly. And they need to be able to do that to make investment decisions on their portfolios. So when we look at a situation in the U.S. Where in fixed income, you need a supplier, and where basically you need a supplier to add context to what the content is that they have. They not only need access to a full bond universe, they need access to all of the underlying metadata surrounding that bond universe, information on the redemption schedules, the interest schedules, etc. It's quite the unique play when it comes to fixed income in the U.S.
I see. So I believe it's a good moment that we are launching our fixed income data services, right? So from your point of view, how do we stand out from other providers and what are the key benefits for, let's say, asset managers, banks, hedge funds from using our data?
Well, at SIX, we have a reputation of over 90 years, right? Serving cross-asset classes in the global markets. But with fixed income, we've really made a great investment here where we're not only supplying the bond universe, we're not only supplying the reference data, it's alongside of our corporate actions, award-winning corporate action service. But most importantly, we have the majority of the bonds source documentation as well. So it allows clients to be able to trace back some of the key data back to the documentation, not only at the issuance of the bond, but throughout the life cycle of the bond as well.
And how do our U.S. customers specifically benefit from our new fixed income data service?
Well, in the U.S., we're very excited about our coverage. So we're covering about 95% of the market now is a great feat for us, and we're able to supply the information that clients need. Being client-owned, frankly, means that we build products with them, not just for them, and that's a great distinction that we have. We combine this great new data initiative with a brand new tech stack as well. So not only do we have brand new web APIs, we have a brand new bulk API, which allows you, especially in the fixed income market, to be able to ingest millions of rows in minutes, not hours. So combining that with the power of our web API, our desktop mechanism, 6ID, at SIX, we're really proud to bring clients a true alternative.
That sounds terrific. Now, for those being interested in our new offering, where do they find more information? How can they get in touch with us?
Well, with this investment, we're very proud of the coverage we now have in fixed income globally at SIX, and especially in the U.S. As a result, you can please come to our website and request a free coverage check with thousands of ISINs, if you will, that will be able to turn around very quickly for you, and you can see why we're a powerful alternative in the market today.
Fantastic. We're already at the end of this interview. Can you imagine? Charles, it was such a pleasure to have you here. I really love your excitement. Yeah, love your insights you gave us. Also remember, SIX really provides reliable global coverage with all the flexibility you need for your fixed income data requirements. And with that, I wish you a beautiful day and stay tuned for more updates from SIX.
Great. Thank you,
Charles.
Thank you.